Our devotion for today is taken from Luke chapter 24, verses 13 through 35. Please take some time right away to look it up and read it if you're able to do that. This passage is often called the Road to Emmaus text, and it helps us to understand how it is that we don't always understand exactly what is going on, and yet Jesus comes to us and walks by our side. On this road to Emmaus, Jesus is there with two of his disciples on the night after he is risen from the dead, and they're very confused about what's going on. And he invites them to talk about what they know, and then he corrects them and helps them to understand who Jesus is and what he has done. It is while he is on the road with them that they first begin to understand new things about who the Messiah is and how their lives are changed. But more importantly, he becomes more known to them in a place that is very familiar to them. So I wanted to show you this place for those of you who haven't been around here lately, that this is a place that's familiar. And it is in a place like this when we hear the scriptures and we think about what God has done for us, and we really concentrate on those words that help us to know and to believe who it is that Jesus is and what he has done for us. In this scripture reading that we have today, Jesus is made known in a more familiar place than a church building, though. Jesus is made known to the people in their own home. In their own home. That's where Jesus is made known most fully. When he breaks the bread with them, when he eats with them, when he blesses the bread and hands it to them, Jesus is made known. Jesus is there with the disciples, even when they're not sure about what's going on, when they're not fully aware of all of the things that are going on in their lives. And yet Jesus is there with them, helping them to understand who he is. That his message of hope isn't just for small things, but is the hope of the world. And when the people hear this, they go and they tell the other disciples and they tell other people about what Jesus has done and what they have been taught, how God's love for them is real now and always. Amen.